Picture this. Your eyes open. Before you've even taken a full breath, your hand reaches for your phone. There's no urgent message, no life-changing news, but the impulse is there, automatic, almost instinctive. A clip flashes by, and you smirk for a heartbeat. Then it's gone. Another appears, and another. Minutes blur into hours, yet the quiet restlessness inside you hasn't moved. You set the phone down, maybe grab breakfast, maybe scroll again. It's not that you lack willpower. It's that the little bursts of delight you keep chasing were never meant to satisfy you. They were meant to keep you searching. Freud had a word for this: the pleasure principle. He believed that from birth we are driven to seek pleasure and avoid pain. It sounds innocent, even natural, but here's the trap. Pleasure is fleeting. It peaks, then fades, sometimes in seconds. So we need another hit and another. Freud didn't think happiness was about endless pleasure. In fact, he doubted we could ever be happy in the way we imagine. At best, we could avoid suffering or find moments of contentment. Why? Because the mind is not built for constant bliss. It's built for survival. In Freud's time, our pleasures were slower. A good meal, a conversation, a book. Now, we carry a pocket-sized slot machine, our phone, and every swipe is a pull of the lever. We're not just chasing pleasure anymore. We are being fed micro-bursts of it, designed by algorithms that know exactly how long it takes before you need the next fix. It's no longer seeking pleasure to avoid pain. It's seeking pleasure to escape emptiness. And here's the cruel irony. The more you chase it, the emptier you feel. Carl Jung, Freud's once close student, saw the same danger from a different angle. He believed that our compulsive pleasures were distractions from the shadow, the parts of ourselves we don't want to face. Every time you scroll instead of sitting in silence, every time you drown discomfort in food, drink, or fantasy, you push the shadow deeper. But it doesn't disappear. It grows stronger in the dark. Happiness, Jung might say, isn't found in more pleasure. It's found in integrating the parts of yourself you've been running from. Let's strip away the Instagram quotes and wellness slogans for a moment. Underneath every craving, the chocolate, the scroll, the like, the flirtation, is a hunger that isn't physical. It's the hunger for meaning. Pleasure can soothe it, briefly, but it can't satisfy it. Because meaning doesn't come from what you consume. It comes from what you create, what you connect, and what you face within yourself. Freud's name is often tied to theories about sex, childhood, and the unconscious. But he also spoke about sublimation. Sublimation is the process of taking raw, even destructive desires and transforming them into something higher, turning aggression into art, turning longing into love, turning pain into purpose. In other words, not escaping your drives, but redirecting them. So where does that leave happiness? Freud believed happiness wasn't a constant state to be achieved. It was a byproduct, a fleeting reward that came when we lived with purpose, connection, and acceptance of life's inevitable suffering.
Jung would add, it comes when we stop running from our inner shadows and instead walk with them. In this light, the pursuit of endless pleasure isn't just shallow, it's the very thing keeping you from the depth you crave. So here's my question to you, and I want you to really think about it. When was the last time you sat with yourself without reaching for a screen, a snack, or a distraction? When was the last time you faced the boredom, the discomfort, and listened to what it was trying to tell you? You might find that what you've been calling boredom is actually grief, that what you've been calling hunger is actually loneliness, and that what you've been calling pleasure is actually a mask for pain. Before we end, I want to leave you with a question, one you can answer here in the comments. When was the last time you felt truly happy without reaching for anything outside yourself? I'm not asking about excitement or rush. I'm asking about that rare, quiet fullness when you didn't need more. I read every comment, and your stories might inspire someone else watching this right now. If this conversation with Freud has shifted how you see pleasure, happiness, and meaning, give this video a like, not for the algorithm, but so more people searching for something deeper can find it. And if you want to keep exploring the psychology of the mind with me, subscribe and turn on the bell, because our next journey will take you even further into the hidden forces shaping your life. Until then, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I feeding my happiness or just my hunger?